Hi all. Tomorrow the FIDE Women's Speed Chess Championship kicks off. It's an online competition for female players and it's held between tomorrow and July 20th. So full month, a little bit over a month of speed chess. The tournament has a prize fund of $52,000 and it features many titled players, including the world champion Wenjun from China. And today I would like to show one of her games from not so long ago in a rapid event, so not speeches, but still a pretty short time format to show the power of Yu Wenyun, and hopefully she can produce the same in the upcoming tournament. I will try to cover a game every day, so let's see how that goes. But first, let's check out the game. So we have the Yu Wenjun with the white pieces and Nana Dzagnidze with the black pieces. And when Yu opens with d4, we have knight f6, c4, e6, and g3. It's a Catalan opening. d5, knight to f3, bishop to e7, bishop to g2, castles and castles, and d takes e4. All theory so far. We have queen to c2 attacking the pawn, a6, a4 preventing b5, and we got bishop to d7 preparing maybe b5 again, trying to defend the c4 pawn. So you just captures, bishop to c6, we have bishop to g5, bishop to d5 attacking the queen, and the queen retreats to c2. We got bishop to e4 now, pushing the queen further back to c1, and black plays h6. We got bishop takes, so black is left with the bishop pair and white gave it up. Rook to d1 defending the pawn, knight to c6, and knight to d2. And now an interesting moment in the game. The question is, can you capture this pawn? So what happens if you do? Let's just play this out. So if you take on d4, you get knight to d4, knight to g2, and now not knight king takes a g2 because then you would actually have won a pawn, but you take on e6 with a tempo attacking the queen. So black has to take it, and now you take the bishop on g2. So a whole capture fest here in the middle, and what's left is an equal position. So it's no point actually to take it, and you will trade off your bishop pair. So this will actually be favorable to white, in my opinion. So after the knight b to d2, we've got bishop to h7. Now there is a threat of taking on d4. Now we have knight to b3, knight to b4 now, knight to e1, and we got c6. The pawn on b7 was under attack by the bishop, and Nana defends in this way. We got a5, creating maybe some nice areas in the in the on the black fields in the black side, and also trying to cement these pawns into position. Queen to e7 and f4 now. White is starting to prepare attack, maybe play e4, e5. But black has his own ideas and starts attacking on the king side. And the idea of black is simple. He wants to play takes, takes, move the king to the side, and then with the open g file starts attacking with the rooks, since the rooks of Wenjun are blocked by this knight. So e4 by white, and now takes an f4, takes an f4, rook to d8, queen to c3, and now king to h8, continuing with this plan. You get knight to c5, getting a nice active square for the knight, and now rook to g8. king to h1, getting out of potential harm's way. But now you have to find a way to actually break through the position. White has a strong center, and for now, the bishops they cannot do anything. They cannot get into the game because the pawns are all well defended. So what to do as black? How do you break through this barrier? So Nana tried to play knight to d5, and it looks really strange because you just give a knight away. But it opens up a possibility along the e file, and also it opens up the possibilities for the the bishop to get into the game. So an interesting sacrifice, which is accepted by Wenjun. Um, Takes back, and now we have knight to f3, activating this knight, and now we have no more back rank issues here. And now rook to g2. Um, an attempt to actually start off a attack. Uh, Maybe it's a bit desperate. We will see. It's an exchange sacrifice. So now black is down a full rook. Can he make up this attack for it? We have queen to e2 check, king to h1, and now the bishop can come into the game. But the problem here is that Wenjun can just grab it. Grabs the bishop, d takes e4, and now the knight goes to g1, attacking the queen and preventing this check, which is also covered by the queen. So this actually is a problem for black because where does the queen go and how do you continue the attack? You only have three pieces left. You have the queen, the dark square bishop, and one rook. So how do you continue the attack? So black plays queen to f2. We've got rook to f1 now, kicking the queen further back. Queen to h4, and now rook to d1, defending this pawn. So white looks really secure, and I'm not sure how black can continue this attack. Black plays queen to h5. We have queen to e3 now, cementing this pawn into position and defending these two pawns. Rook to e8, knight to e2, maybe with ideas of going to g3, maybe ideas of capturing. With queen to a, it takes a5. Now queen to c3, queen to b4, and now queen takes e4. Black has no way to attack this. Well, maybe with queen here, but this is always defendable for white. So this pin is not a real problem at this moment. And if black tries to maybe play a bishop to play h5, and white has enough time to move the queen somewhere. So this is no problem. So c5 is played, and now f5 by white, creating a attack now on the black's king side. We got bishop to defend, bishop g7 to defend this h6 pawn, but now f6, bishop to f8, desperately trying to hang on this pawn, and now rook to g1. And it was actually in this position that Nana resigned the game, because frankly it's just overwhelming. The idea is to play your queen here, and then there is no stopping mate. So um, and there's just no way to defend this. I mean, if you try to maybe play this to to prolong it, it's you can just take, and then you have to play the rook to e5. But it's all in. Black will get mated in the end. Whatever you try, you can give up all your pieces, but it's just useless. So, and here we have the checkmate. So after rook to g1, Nana Dzagnidze resigned the game, and a great victory for Yu Wenjun, who will start tomorrow in the Speed Chess Championship organized by FIDE and Chess.com. I will try to cover at least one game per day. Let's see how that goes. Maybe I can do even more because the games are hopefully well, they're short for sure, but hopefully packed with action so we can show a lot of games. So I hope you enjoyed this vid. I hope you will enjoy the coming vids and the online chess championship. Check it out. So thank you for watching. Likes, comment, subscribe if you will, and I'll see you in the next one.